Good morning. How are you? The $1,400 third stimulus check will land in bank accounts today. Today is March 24th. Today is the effective date of the $1,400 third stimulus check to land in bank accounts of the second wave. That second wave of stimulus checks was sent out last Friday. What time today will you get the stimulus check? What could you expect for tomorrow for delivery of the stimulus check? And what if you're on SSI and SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits? When would the stimulus check show up? When would it not show up? And what about that mail delivery of a stimulus check? Meantime, what about Direct Express card? And has it started to pay out viewers this channel who are on SSI and SSDI? I have the latest details for you in this live recording. I'll be cutting into some of the live recordings from the White House, which is underway right now in the press briefing room, and more details across the board, including the latest about your fourth stimulus package. Breaking details hit overnight. I'll cut into that later in this recording. But first, let's get to your stimulus check right after this. Good morning. How are you? 14 out of third stimulus checks will be landing in bank accounts today. And certainly there's a live feed going on at the White House. There's a live feed at the Congress with Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell. But the most important feed right now is you and me. And I'll be jumping into the live chat with you right now in this video because this is the interactive video in which we discuss the delivery of your $1,400 third stimulus check today. This video is especially important if you're on SSI and SSDI and use the Direct Express card as well. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because this is a jam-packed day and there's a lot of news, and I'm going to be putting the news in strange places today because I don't want you to miss it, but I also want to focus on the number one issue, which is the stimulus check and its arrival today. So make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss anything today. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. I'm thinking at the moment, but I'm not positive, the video right after this will be about a new item I found because of the help of viewers called Informed Delivery, where you could set up an alert to ensure you do not miss the stimulus check for mail delivery. That might be the video coming up after this. If not, I'll leave it for the top of the hour. All right, let me tell you where we are right now. It's currently about 9:50 on the West Coast. $1,400 third stimulus checks for direct deposit went out in a second wave last Friday, IRS confirmed. The effective date of the check is today, March 24th. What does effective date mean? It means the actual date on the check. Now, even though it's direct deposited, the actual date, the check still has an effective date, and it's today. What does IRS say about the deposit today? It says that banks may deposit the funds today or yesterday. But what I know and you and I know is that the checks may still deposit tomorrow. After tomorrow, we're sort of at the end of this deposit wave. Yesterday, the 23rd, today, the 24th, and tomorrow, the 25th. Which banks would do the deposit by the end of today? Big banks. Absolutely. Big banks. Big banks like a Chase or a Wells Fargo or a Bank of America would likely do all the direct deposits by the end of today. There's always a rare circumstance in which it could be tomorrow, but they're likely to do it today. Why? Because they did that way last week on St. Patrick's Day. Which banks would do direct deposits early? We already know that it has occurred early from Green Dot, H&R Block, Green Emerald Card, and TurboTax, and companies like that, Cash App, Chime as well. Which banks may do direct deposits later tomorrow? Those could be the smaller banks, the credit unions. It may include Direct Express card. What about after tomorrow, which is the 25th? What after tomorrow? Would there be another direct deposit after the 25th? There always could be, but I think it's highly, highly unlikely there is any more direct deposits after tomorrow, the 25th, the end of tomorrow. What does IRS officially say about it? They say today. They say today. If you do not see it posting today, it's coming in the mail. Let me talk about what's happening throughout the day. We're currently at a little bit, it's almost 10 o'clock on the West Coast now. So it's about 1 o'clock on the East Coast. You could see it post, which is another word for another expression for show available, in the account any time today during banking hours, which is generally about 5 o'clock your local time. You could show it appear at any time at about 5 o'clock where you live. And it will likely not give you an alert before it appears. It would just appear. When is it most often appearing during the day? Last week on March 17th, it most often appeared in the middle of the day, which is about 2 hours from now. It generally most often on the 17th appeared in the middle of the day. So what I want you to know is if it has not yet posted today, you got a full banking day. If you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, you got a lot of hours still. If you're in Hawaii or Alaska, you got a lot even more hours than that. So you have a lot of hours for till to post today. Then what about SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefits? Okay, let me explain where you are in this universe. You and everyone else have seen an inconsistency across the board. And so what I want you to understand is that people on SSI and SSDI, hundreds of thousands of viewers on SSI and SSDI, have gotten the stimulus check since last week. More are getting it today. They have gotten it whether they file a tax return or whether they don't file a tax return. They have gotten it whether they bank at a big bank or they bank at a credit union. But as to Direct Express card, before today, it was less than a handful that had gotten it from the Direct Express card. In the video before this, I saw people starting to post that they got it from the Direct Express card. I'm going to jump into the live chat with you a second and see how many of you have gotten it so far today and which banks you're getting it from today. This is when I want to see what's the activity of today. And I know we got more hours to go, but I want to see what the activity is of today. So what I want you to understand is that hundreds of thousands of viewers on SSI have gotten stimulus checks on this channel over the last week. They have gotten whether they bank at a big bank or they bank at a small bank. They have gotten it on apps and they've gotten it different things. The only case in which they've not gotten it before today was the Direct Express card. Now, I also want you to know, if you're on SSI and SSDI, I have about 50% of you who go to irs.gov and get a result, and that result is showing that of the 50% of you still waiting for direct deposit, 50% of you are getting alerts that it's coming in the mail. So understand that as well. And that's not unique again to SSI and SSDI. It's just what's going on. Now, in the recording before this, you heard that letter from those Democrats to IRS and Social Security saying that people on benefits are not getting checks. But I got to tell you, I got people not on benefits that aren't getting checks. And I got people of all walk of life that have not gotten checks till today. We'll see what happens through today, and let's see what happens tomorrow. But with that, let me jump right into the live chat right now, and let me interact with you right now. Let's start with people who got checks today. If you got a check today, tell me if you got a check and what bank it's from. Let's see. Jumping in the chat right now and there. So there's Jazz, got direct deposit. Thank you, Jazz. And the comments are flying, but I'm going to try to slow it down on my screen because I have a screen I can slow it down so I can read it. But continue to post. Net spend last week to Wanda. Let's see. If you got it today, yes, Chase, Debbie, 4 a.m. So we have a Chase and we have a Direct Express. First, let me do who's getting it, and then we're going to do who's not getting it. So let's do who got it so far today. Green Dot, you got it? Oh, good. Another one from Chase. Got it from Green Dot, and we have another one from Chase. Good. Let me see what else people have got. Oh, thank you, Megan, for becoming a Purple Hawk. My mom is at Citizens Bank. She got it about an hour ago, says Laura. I'm so sorry if I forgot to mention the people that said the comments. Laura Howard, my mom, she's on SSI, and she got from Citizens Bank a few hours ago. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bank America. Someone just said got Andy, Bank America. I think he means he just got it from Bank America. Sean, excuse me, Shane Leslie, or Sean Leslie, H&R Block last Sunday. So this is an early payment. This is clearly an early payment. So thank you, great comment. I appreciate that. Let me see who else have gotten it. Let's see. Another one from Chase, Jose Geronimo, who's a longtime viewer. Chase, today. And if you got it today, also indicate what time of day you got it, because that might also help. Let's see. Kimberly said Bank America, they only do one deposit per day. They do one deposit per day, but it's when it appears on your account. It appears on your account throughout the day. Let's see. So the number of people, if you have gotten a deposit today and what time you got it, post in the comments. The amount of people showing I got a payment today has really slowed down in the chat. So I don't show a lot of deposits just yet. Let's see. So I don't see a lot. I don't see after those four. So we had Chase, we had Direct Express, we had Green Dot, Citizens Bank, Bank of America, and H&R Block over Sunday, which was a prepayment. But I have not seen. I've not seen a lot of other people who have received it. So with that, you do show some slowness. It is currently 10 o'clock on the West Coast. So I do see a lot of people not. I don't see a lot of people saying they've gotten it just yet. So now now that I've asked who has gotten it, let's go over who's not gotten it. So post in the comments now who you bank with and whether you've got and what you have not and say have not gotten it to the extent that I can read it. My goodness. Comerica, nothing. Bank America, nothing. Regions, nothing. Let's see if I can read the comments. Donald, Sheila. Oh, Sheila says I received it last week. Citibank said nothing. Trying to read these comments because they're really flying. Hector, nothing yet from NetSpend. Brian, nothing from TurboTax. Kathy, nothing from Wells Fargo. Let's see. TD Bank, Tammy, nothing yet. Direct Express, Debbie, nothing yet. So Gregory got it from Direct Express at 1 a.m. So there you go. So Gregory got from Direct Express at 1 a.m. Robert, Banner Bank, nothing yet. SunTrust and Huntington, nothing yet, says Maureen. I did have some viewers get from Huntington in the last few days. Citizens, so that's an example. Jenny is Citizens, nothing for Jenny, but another viewer did get it from Citizens. So that shows you how things are happening. Green Dot, nothing yet, says Terry. So I've had viewers get Green Dot, constantly, off and on. But I also had people not get anything from Green Dot. There's NetSpend, nothing from NetSpend for Hector Delato. And I've had viewers get it from NetSpend. So you see a lot of differences. Okay, now let me ask you, if you're on benefits or not on benefits. Drop in the comment, benefits or not benefits. So I get a sense of who is watching right now. Wow, I don't even know if I can read these comments. This might be what is the chat rate at the moment? This is just incredible. Thank goodness I can slow it down, but my goodness, this is just insane. Oh, the chat rate's 250. My goodness, 100 is hard to read. It's 250 at the moment. So benefits. Let me see. Benefits. No benefits. No benefits. No benefits. Benefits. Yeah. So if you're on benefits, drop in the comment benefits. If you're not on benefits, drop no benefits. No benefits. So it's about 80% benefits, 20% no benefits. And so this is fascinating. Now let me ask, type file, F-I-L-E, or not file. If you file taxes or not file taxes, drop in the comments file or not file. So I get a sense if these are people who file tax returns or don't file tax returns. File or not file. So we get a sense of what's going on. I know you're probably about 3 seconds delayed from when I say something. Okay, so not filed. Now it's coming in. Not filed, filed, not filed, filed. Okay, so the filed and not filed looks like it's about 50-50, maybe 60 not filed, 40 not filed. Now there's more not filed. Hard to tell. It's at least 30% not filed. It could be 40% not filed. It's flying so quickly. But it does look like it's about. Let me jump into the video feed where I am right now. So this is how you're so helpful as a family. And for anyone who joined as a Purple Hawk during this chat, I apologize. If you send me a DM, I'll give you a shout out live on air because I can't even read where the Purple Hawks are. Let me tell you what the chat results are showing at the moment. People who have received stimulus checks versus not received stimulus checks. I gotta say, it was very low. It looked like about, I'd say less than 20% had received stimulus checks, and 80% of the chat had not received stimulus checks. It could be even higher. I had to search for people when I asked who have received stimulus checks today, or in the last day or two, and I had to really search for it. We did have some people who got it from Direct Express today. We did have some people who got from Chase, also from Green Dot, Citizens Bank, Bank America, and HR Block came yesterday, I think the viewer said. But it was not a lot of viewers. It was not a lot of viewers. When I asked who has not gotten the stimulus check today, then the chat rate, which refers to how quickly the chat is going, exploded. Then I asked benefits or not benefits. It looked about 30% not on benefits, 70% or more on benefits. Of course, benefits is in the title of this video, so that would certainly indicate why. So we do see people not on benefits getting stimulus checks, people on benefits not also getting stimulus checks. Then we went to the issue of file versus not file. Are you filing tax returns? Are you not filing tax returns? It was 30, 40%. So you see how the situation is exactly what I started today with. We got problems all over the place. I don't want to say problems. We got issues all over the place. We have people who file not getting tax returns. We have people not filing who filing tax returns who are not getting stimulus checks. We have people who are on benefits not getting stimulus checks, and we have people not on benefits who are not getting stimulus checks. But the day is early. The day is early, so I want you to stay positive. I want to see how this chat goes in the New Time show. You know how I'm doing the shows currently is I'm doing one that's more of a news show, so you get the latest update, and then one in which I'm interacting with you, because I need to learn from you and you need to learn from me about what other people are seeing. I can slow down the chat because I got a screen here where I can physically slow it down. Let me jump back in the chat right now and see what else I'm seeing across the board. Non-file, don't file. Benefits, Sheila says benefits. Not file says will. Philip, nothing, but it's 1:10 p.m. So I guess Philip's on the East Coast. Carolyn, not filed. TD Bank, nothing. Benefits, nothing yet. Wells Fargo says Lindell, not filed. Sincerely, Kristen. Not on benefits says Katenta. So yeah, you see how there's a lot of people in very different circumstances that are all having the same result, no stimulus check. You see people on benefits not getting a stimulus check. You see people not on benefits getting a stimulus check. You see people who file not getting it, and people who don't file. So I mean, the day is still early, but it's starting. It's starting a little bit slowly. It's starting a little bit slowly. So let me jump more into the chat. Let me ask again, has anyone gotten the stimulus check today? If you got it today, say the bank and the time, because I want to see if there is progress. Got it on Sunday from Octopus. If you got it today, say got a yes today and the bank. And you see the chat is slowing down because there's less results. No. So you see the chat slowing down as people have not gotten it today. 4 p.m. Someone said, Tommy says 4 p.m. What if people live in another country? I don't know what the IRS's rule about sending stimulus checks overseas. They may not send them overseas. I have a feeling they will not send them overseas because of the postage issue at hand. So, oh, this morning, 5-3, someone, Melody got this morning. So there's someone. My daughter got it from Regional Bank, Wanda Smith. Thank you, Wanda, for your comment. So Wanda's daughter got it. I assume Wanda didn't get it. But Wanda's daughter got it from Regional Bank this morning. Let me see someone. TD Bank, Wendy King. So thank you, TD Bank. So these are actually, you know what's interesting is these are banks not on my list from last week. There's Bank of America, Andy Porter. Yeah, I think, oh, I think I had that before. Thank you, Andy. So you see some people are starting to get it today, but very, very slow. It's a slow list. Let me jump back into the live chat right now. Where am I? Let me tell you, if you're just joining me, what's going on. $1,400 third stimulus checks were sent out in a second wave by direct deposit. That wave was sent out last Friday. The effective date of the check is today, March 24th, meaning that if you were to look at the actual check, it would be dated in the corner of March 24th. When are banks releasing the funds? Some banks have released it ahead of time. Most big banks would release the funds today. Some small banks may release the funds tomorrow. But after tomorrow, that's sort of the end of the road for the direct deposit. What does that mean? IRS says that if you don't get it by today by direct deposit, it's in the mail. I believe that if you don't get it by the end of tomorrow, it's in the mail. But are all of them in the mail? And how many of them are in the mail? IRS's official word is a large amount of them are in the mail. How many? What percentage? Over the weekend, I asked viewers who were on benefits if they used the tool and got a result, what the result was. And nearly 50% of viewers who had received the first stimulus check by direct deposit were being told by the IRS tool, it's now coming in the mail. I'm going to have a video after this, either on mornings or at noontime, that goes over this IRS tool, because now it's going to be a lot more important, significant to the viewers of this channel, because we see how few have yet gotten it by direct deposit. It's early in the day. Let me tell you what's going on. Viewers have now reported, and very small number of viewers. There's currently, how many viewers are in the live chat? Let me tell you. You probably see how many viewers are in the live chat. So there's currently 2,600 viewers watching right now at a chat rate of 212. And of those viewers, I really only have about 10 who have reported receiving the stimulus check today. 10 that I could see, and I was trying really hard. I mean, let's triple it. Let's say maybe it's 30, but I only saw about 10. Chase, Direct Express, Green Dot, Citizens Bank, Bank America, H&R Block, Regional Bank, and TD Ameritrade. It's very small. It's very, very small number of viewers of a chat where 90% have said they haven't gotten it yet still today. Stay positive because the day is still young. I feel like I'm doing like a election night results, but the night is still young. The results are still coming in. The day is still young. The results are still coming in. But what I want you to know is that we see how things are just inconsistent across the board. Really, really inconsistent. So we do show some direct express deposits. We do show some big bank deposits. Chase, Bank America, just like I told you, big banks are on this list. Chase, Bank America. Then we have some smaller operations like H&R Block, TD Bank. Will we see some smaller banks come in through later today? Or will the smaller banks post tomorrow? We shall see. I'm interested to see why I don't see anything. I don't see any other big banks yet. Will those other big banks be in the middle of the day? Likely. Last week, a week ago today, the big banks started posting, and they did not post early in the day. They posted about 2 hours from now. This was the list that grew last week in the middle of the day, about 2 hours from now. Citizens Bank, which we have already seen someone got it today. PNG, Bancorp, PayPal, NetSpend, Green Dot, which we've seen some people get today. I've had people get Green Dot every single day this week. It's sort of unusual. People United Bank, US Bank, nothing yet for US Bank, and that's a big bank. PNC, Capital One Bank, that's also relatively large. Lake Michigan, USAA, Union Bank, which is also very large, nothing yet. MetaBank, MX Bluebird, Navy Federal, BBT, Wells, nothing yet. Chase, yes. Bank America, yes. H&R Block, yes. And TurboTax, nothing. I don't think I have a lot of TurboTax viewers because I've never heard anything too much about TurboTax in general. So what's important to understand is the day is still young, first. Second, stimulus checks. The $14 third stimulus check could still post throughout the day. It could post to about 5 o'clock local time where you are. Every bank makes posts throughout the day. Banks clear the funds one time in the middle of the night, but they make the posts appear in your account at different times based upon who you are. It randomly appears. There's no consistency about that. Third, the IRS tool may update itself for you today. One viewer said don't watch more than 5 times a day because it locks you out. I don't know if that's true, but perhaps it is. I'll have another video going over this IRS tool. Then, it's important to understand that if you see something happen with someone in your household or someone you're close with, it's not an indication it's going to happen with you. We've had that a lot. Boyfriend, girlfriend, she gets it, he doesn't get it. Brother and sister, she gets it, he doesn't get it. And that is a very common scenario. And we have not yet seen that scenario fix itself. I wanted to see if that scenario fixed itself today because we saw it last week. We had people last week where they said, I got it, but not my sister. I'm interested to see if those situations fix themselves today. We're still young in the day. And if you're just joining me, let me tell you what's going on. About 2,000 people in a live chat right at the moment, and less than probably 20 people saying they have gotten it today as of 10:20. But we have banks of all different walks of life posting it among that 20. We have a couple for Direct Express. We have some of the big banks. We have a few of the small banks and no credit unions. So it's still young. Let me jump into live chat before I go to a commercial break. Let's see what else are people saying. United Credit Union, nothing. Non-filer, nothing, says Bobby. There's Janet. Vaughn, SSI better come soon. Linda, Comerica, nothing yet. Oh, Joy, got it today. Joy Sykes. If you got it today, say what bank you got it from and what time you got it. What about Fifth Third Bank? I don't know about that bank. No direct on Chase, says Ruby Ochoa. Stay positive because some people have gotten it from Chase today. Angel Torres, what about Fulton Bank? I haven't heard about Fulton Bank. Thank you for your comment. When is SSI getting theirs? Joni, SSI has got to them since day one, but also SSI has also not got to them. So that's really the clear message. Direct Express, someone said didn't get it. Sonia, Columbia Bank, nothing yet. Thank you for your comment. Team Angel, my son, nothing yet. So there you go. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You see how this is a very big day. There's a lot of things happening. I was not able to cut into the live feed of the press secretary that has been going on all morning long. She's been talking about something not as important as the delivery of a stimulus check. But the exciting news is that I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere. And I'll be back with you shortly after this with another recording. And I'm especially going to go over this delivery in the mail, which will be a big issue. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. It really helps in the algorithm ranking. Stay with me because I'm going to be doing the same thing all throughout the day, interacting with you in live chat and making sure we get through this together as a family. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, and stay with LA for more.